Hello everybody and welcome back to World of Warships Legends. My name is Spartan Elite 43 and tonight I'm doing something I've never done before. A lot of you folks have been throwing this at me multiple times. You're like, Spartan, what do you think about the new battleship line? Spartan, what do you think about the new American battleships? Spartan, what do you think about the Georgia? Well, let me tell you folks, I don't know until I get my hands on the ship what I think about it. But I'll tell you this, World of Warships Legends put out a video called Georgia on My Mind. And so I am going to react to this video live for you guys to, totally not get them views. You know what I'm saying? So, let's get into this. I've never done a reaction video like this before. It might not even be monetizable. I don't know. It depends on whether World of Warships Legends decides to demonetize me for using their content. But I'm going to be adding to it, which should allow me to use this as a fair use deal. I don't know much about the whole fair use thing because I make my own content. But we're going to get into this. So let's do it. If Willie Nelson isn't on here singing Georgia on My Mind, I'm gonna be upset. Alright, she got that big booty. I like it. By the way, the quality's gonna be a little low, folks. Remember, I have really bad internet, which means the maximum quality is probably like 480. It's actually only 360. What is that? I need at least 480 up in here. There we go. I'd prefer like 720 if we could pull that off. Am I going to be able to pull 720 off? It's iffy. It looks fine. It actually, okay, we'll get 720 then. All right. So, first, let's go back. Now, I'm going to be stopping the video quite a bit, folks. I'm going to be talking. I'm going to be looking. First of all, look at that booty. Am I right? All right. So, we got a side profile here. Absolutely gorgeous. You gotta love those dual cannons. Looks like you only get 6. I am not very familiar with the 18-inch American battleships. I know they exist on PC. Haven't actually watched them myself. So keep that in mind. But from this profile, you can see that you got 1 rear gun, 2 front guns. They are dual cannons, so you've got 457mm main guns. Now, 457mm 18-inch guns are not capable of overmatching 32mm of bow armor like the 460mm 18.1-inch guns that the Yamato has. So keep that in mind. If you're expecting these things to come out like the Yamato and just decimate, they're not going to. However, I'm still looking forward to it. Let's get into more. Alright, wait. Go back. We get a good look at the AA firepower here. Look at the AA on this ship. Like, you've got the secondaries, you got the 5-inch dual secondary turrets that you come to know and love on the American battleships. They're fantastic. But you also got AA everywhere. Like, everywhere. You got it on the nose. You already saw it on the stern. You've got it all over the center of the ship. Like, this thing has AA for days. So it's going to be another one of those max AA battleships that you love for the United States, which makes sense because the United States did, even for the Iowa class battleships, it actually made it to where they wouldn't release the Iowas into service until they went back and added a bunch of AA, which caused a whole lot of overcrowding issues because you can add all the AA you want, you still got to bring men aboard to man those AA guns. They're not automated. You know what I'm saying? So you got to bring the men on board. I believe the ship was meant for 1,600 people. It set sail with like 2,100 people, which is insane. So keep that in mind. Now, of course, this one didn't actually exist, I don't believe. I could be wrong. But anyway, let's get moving. Got a beautiful shot here, up close and personal. If you can identify that ship, let me know. It appears to be an American heavy cruiser. Interesting. I could be wrong, but I'm thinking Balti. But yeah, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But it does look like an American heavy cruiser from this profile. Alright, so survivability. We've got 63,000 hit points, which is right there with the Iowa. The plating looks to be similar. I don't know my Iowa exactly, but the torpedo reduction is slightly better than the Iowas. You'll notice this kind of looks like an Iowa hull here, from what I can see. Kind of looks like an Iowa hull, except it has a torpedo bulge, which is something that the Iowa definitely does not have. So keep that in mind. So maybe that's why it gets an extra 1% of torpedo reduction. But let's see what other stats it's got. Give me all the stats, baby. Nice little action shot on, looks like Tears of the Cruiser. Nice. You got some turning. All right, superb mobility. She has 33 knots of top speed, which is the same as the Iowa, so that kind of lends me to believe that this is an Iowa-class battleship with 18-inch guns. But the turning radius is better for some reason. Okay, so she's a little wider. Maybe that helps her turn a little bit more with that torpedo bulge. Remember that a wider ship turns better than a longer ship. But she has a 16.5 second rudder shift time as well. A surface detection of 14.8 kilometers, which I believe is exactly the same as the Iowa's. Air detection of 12.4 kilometers and smoke firing penalty of 15, which should be worse than the Iowa's because 18-inch guns. But yeah, you can see once again you've got the 3 dual-mounted or dual gun turrets of the 18-inch guns. So let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving. Another fantastic. Okay, we got different sounds. I like it. I like it. All right. This poor guy going broadside in front of us. Was that another? Wait. Let's see if we can look a little better at that guy. We'll get back to the stats here in a second. I know I'm stopping a lot, but you guys wanted me to react to it. I'm giving you my reaction. What do we got? I'm telling you, that is an American heavy cruiser, and it's only got 3 turrets. Initially, I was like, ooh, maybe they'll give us a teaser and show us a Des Moines or something. But no, that's clearly a three gun turrets. The Des Moines has 4 triple turrets. But, yeah, I'd say that's bolty. Yeah, I could be wrong. Somebody's gonna... I'm gonna get slaughtered for this if I'm wrong. But, artillery, you've got 6 457mm guns that fire out to 17.2 kilometers. So, shorter range than the Iowa 16-inch 50 caliber guns, which makes sense. Reload time, though, is better. I get it. It's a dual gun turret design rather than a triple turret design, a triple gun turret design. But still... 4 seconds faster than an Iowa's reload with a bigger shell is a little sus to me. But still, 26-second reload is going to be fun. You're going to be able to knock that down to like 24 seconds probably. HE shell damage is 6,450 with a 43% chance to set fires. AP shell damage of 15,750. So not the hardest hitting 18-inch guns. Like... I was expecting more. The Iowa originally, I think, had, 16,000 something armor-piercing damage, or maybe it was 17,000 when you buffed it. I can't remember exactly, but it was nerfed a while back, the AP damage was. But the 180-degree turn time is 45 seconds, which I think is not particularly good, which makes sense. These are 18-inch guns, even though there's 1 less gun per turret, which means the weight should be comparable, if not lighter than this 16-inch? Question mark? So these would be able to rotate faster if it's on the Iowa's design, which is what I'm thinking it is. But let's keep going. Don't want to make this out to be too long. Again, that sounds pretty solid. All right, AA defense. We have 40 20mm guns that reach out to 2 kilometers. You've got 16 times 4 40mm. So 16 times 4 would be 64 40mm bolt. This thing's AA is insane. I don't know how much AA that is, but it's all of it. All of it. This thing is going to shred planes. You do not want to attack this. And imagine this with a Godzilla build. You know what I'm talking about? The Heatwave build. With, or no, maybe it's Kong. Kong, sorry. It's not Heatwave, it's Kong. With the swatting flies perk and all of that. If you build this thing solely for AA, there is not a plane on the map that would come at you. They would just stay away from you. You got 20 127mm guns, obviously. Reach out to 5 kilometers. They're not giving us the damage per second on this, unfortunately. Secondary guns, of course, you've got the 20 127mm guns that reach out to 5 kilometers, reload 6 seconds. That is literally the same as the Iowa, the Alabama, the Massachusetts. I believe all have the same sort of AA, or some secondaries. So... except for Massachusetts, obviously, gets the long range. But there's those 5-inch double barrels. Consumables. Okay, so right here they're showing us that you get the fighter plane, you get the spotter plane, you get the secondary booster, you get a heal, you get a propulsion mod. Okay. Okay. And you don't even have to... What would you be trading? You're not trading anything, right? Am I wrong? So you're not trading anything and you get a propulsion mod. That's very interesting. I like it. And it said it's a quick reload or quick repair party. So it's a quick reloading repair party. Very interesting. Down goes the cruiser. Alright, so we also have the Tier 4 Nevada, which gets us underway. This looks very similar to Arizona. Very, very similar to Arizona. So I'm sure it'll be a great ship. Also, notice that camo, guys. That camo is the special camo that you got from the Bureau project from the California. So maybe this means they're bringing this camo back. So keep an eye out for that. I do love this camo. Tennessee also looks like a New Mexico for the most part. So not sure what differences there'll be here, but definitely looks very familiar. North Carolina, obviously. This is a big one for a lot of you folks. So if you guys aren't familiar with the North Carolina class battleships, these were the direct predecessor to the Iowa, which is always interesting to me because they put the Colorado before the Iowa, but the Colorado probably should have been in the secondary line as a precursor to the Georgia rather than the North Carolina, because the North Carolina was the direct predecessor. It was the original first step towards a faster battleship, but it was relatively similar to the South Dakota class that you know in the Alabama and the Massachusetts. Okay, so very similar, but this, I believe, is the direct predecessor to the Iowa. Like, this ship class was the the one right between the Colorado, the South Dakotas, and the Iowa. So, North Carolina, I think, should have probably been moved to the other one, but as you can see, we've got a lot of new content on the way, guys. Patch notes aren't available for us yet, but you guys know as soon as we get the patch notes, we usually are able to post those notes. It's usually 5 a.m. Thursday morning before the patch. So if our patch is next Tuesday, then look for our patch notes this Thursday morning, so in 2 days. So keep that up. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. This was my live reaction, my first ever reaction on this channel. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Are you excited for the new line? Are you excited for me to be excited for the new line? And if you like what I'm doing, punch the like button, leave a comment below, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and as always, I will see you in the next video.